Okay, whoops, I actually forgot to switch on the... Let's see, okay, that audio is done. Now I just need to turn on the headphones so that you can actually get game audio as well. And there we go. Hello everyone, welcome to another episode of Magic Arena Run. Today we are going to be doing the Season of Growth Festival. So, Season of Growth, basically what happens is whenever a creature enters the battlefield under your control, you get scry 1. Whenever you cast a spell that targets a creature you control, draw a card. That second part is probably the most important, so we're going to be taking one, and because it's standard, we're going to be taking one deck from standard that has not really seen play these days because it's so... Because it's so all in, and it's not really that reliable, but having the Season of Growth effect does allow you to draw into more cards. So, you all remember this guy, Venerable Rot. You remember our estate. Venerable, and I really need to remember what that line is from Darkest Dungeon. But we have the Venerated Rotpriest. This one is the star of the show. Whenever a creature you control becomes the target of a spell, target opponent gets a poison counter. And because of that, we're gonna so incentivize casting spells on our own creatures. To go along with that, we have Ivy, Gleeful Spell Thief, another classic. So whenever a player casts a spell that targets only a single creature other than Ivy, you may copy that spell, and the copy will target Ivy. So it kind of doubles down on Venerated Rotpriest. We still have Storm Chaser Drake. This one is probably the only other creature that's left in the deck. Honestly, it would be just these three creatures. This is kind of the plan B of the deck. I've added a few copies of Sleep Curse Fairy just to have a slight backup, just in case, because I'm so not comfortable playing the deck as is. I never played this deck during Standard because you are gonna be mulling a lot just to, if not to hit the Rotpriest, to hit the Storm Chaser Drake that will hit into Rotpriest. The Lethal Spell Thief is a bit optional, but you want to have at least one Rotpriest and a lot of ways to protect it. So speaking of which, we have the classics. Shore Up, +1/+1 gains Hexproof. This is a counter, right? No, it's just a plain +1/+1. The counter is some slip out the back. +1/+1, it phases out. Royal Treatment, not a +1/+1 counter, but a Royal Roll token, but also gives Hexproof. So this is the one addition we have from Wilds of Eldraine. Tameo Safekeeping is still there. You can tell how much I miss that other spell that's since rotated. But Tameo Safekeeping, Hexproof, Indestructible, and gain some life, which is very important. It actually works really nice with Ivy. March of Swirling Mist is it's a way to be able to get multiple creatures to phase out, pretty important. March of Burgeoning Life, pretty much a way to double our Rotpriest. We can kind of so it's search for a creature with the same name, but it's mana value less than X. So if we're getting a Rotpriest, this is a 3 mana spell. X is equal to 2. But that's kind of fine, considering that this is really the only creature we want to get out of this. And mana base, I've kind of avoided using the Restless land so far. I miss putting the Restless white-black land. I've avoided putting it here this time because you really need to hit your land drop, your mana quite a lot. In fact, we're so incentivized to hit that. We got 4 copies of Tran Portal. Who cares if we're losing life? 2 copies of Mirex. This one's probably the riskier one of the two. Though having Phyrexian Mites is a nice touch. Other than that, everything's kind of normal. This is you really are all in on this deck. This will either be a very fast episode for us to get our 3 wins, or a very tedious one to get our 3 wins. Also, I really wish I brought water down. So I might end up coughing a little bit. Many apologies to that one. Still something stuck on my throat. So this one's definitely a mulligan. They even give you a free mulligan, so all the more better. So we got our Rotpriest, we got our 1/2 play. So we are gonna keep this one. Play Dreamroot Cascade tap. Opponent gonna probably go with Burn, KFK. So we're kind of helping them a bit here, but actually need to make sure we tap the right one. So another Royal Treatment is kind of nice. I would prefer to have more land so I can start getting other cards like Storm Chaser Drake, but I think we're fine with this. Now, we're not playing Sleep Curse Fairy quite yet because we do need to survive. Slip out the back is quite nice because, okay, well, in this case, doesn't quite matter. Phoenix Chick's gonna go past. Opponent plays another KFK, so they are getting their aggro down. They're gonna get a lot of scries. Not the monstrous roll card does give them a few card draws. So opponent does not realize that they can't actually block. Okay, fine. So I'm actually willing to play the Sleep Curse Fairy now. Probably don't want another March of Swirling Mist. So if our opponent has multiple burn spells, then we're kind of onto plan D already. But we'll see what happens. We could still easily die to damage. Let's see how many one-cost burn spells our opponent has. Monastery Swiss Spear. Okay. They are going to go aggro on us. So we might want to do a Tameo safekeeping just to gain life. Which is kind of awkward considering yeah, probably playing this one's a mistake. Okay. So we could slip out the back, but the damage is kind of irrelevant here. Okay. The extra forest is helpful there. We will be taking 7 damage though, so it's not all wine and roses here. I could play Storm Chaser Drake. I could play a Storm Chaser Drake just to give us another blocker. Yeah, let's have a second Rotpriest. That should buy us quite a bit of time. It does leave us very vulnerable. Opponent might be incentivized to go for our face instead, so they probably won't be targeting our Rotpriest. They might just target the Storm Chaser Drake instead. So this is 8. So I actually have to do quite a bit of math as well. Going for the Lightning Strike. Well, I guess we're doing it. We are kind of halfway there. So, but I am definitely incentivized to block one creature. There is no reason not to block. So let's do some math here. So 6. Okay, they're at 6 already. So that's actually it, game. So I can even target something else because this is just target a creature I control. And there we go. Now that was our closest match, to be honest. But yeah, having the extra creatures helps. Sleep Curse Fairy, I kind of put it there because it has ward. It's a safe creature to target with one of your effects because of the ward too. But yeah, also having that free mulligan really incentivizes this deck a lot. Hey, nice Questing Druid. Actually, Holland's Shield here, not so. That's fine. I actually like that. What to see? Hordlock Whale, Virtue of Loyalty. We're probably gonna get arts for all 5 of the virtues, though. I'm actually surprised they're giving us the one for the white virtue here. Dark Tutelage gave us the one for the black virtue. This is a this is a green enchantment. You should be giving us the green one. Now this one is, yeah. If we have it, we have none of our spells. This is just all creatures. Let's definitely take that mulligan. Yeah, we're getting a free mulligan, so always take advantage of that. Yeah, plan B is to just yeah, keep drawing into. It's not really much of a plan B, as in you're just drawing into cards to hit that Venerated Rotpriest. So this one is slightly worse. Yeah, it's just the spell thief. We don't have a good target for burgeoning life. Let's mulligan one more. I guess we can use this as a demo to show what happens if you don't hit your drops. So right now I'm gonna be forced to play Storm Chaser Drake without the backup. Oh wow. We can probably safely scry one. There's our Rotpriest, but we have to keep it on top, which is the sad part. I just need to now draw into a green source. If our opponent has a way to kill this, then it's game over. We got nothing. Probably should have multiplied. And oddly enough, we only have like 5 basics in the... Yeah, we have 5 basics all overall. Let's see. Do they make us discard? Or do they make us sacrifice?
And you think you can win?
Yep, they make us sacrifice. Yeah, we can concede this one.
Haven't you ever
We missed the land drops. We were so behind already. That is okay. We know this. We already know this going in, that this is gonna happen most, if not all, the time. It's actually kind of why the Tran portals are very important to the deck. Also, like in that last hand, yeah, we probably were not keeping it anyway. 4 creatures, no way to Oh wait, I actually now know why my throat is itchy. I need to close. I definitely need to close the window. Okay, this one is keepable. Yeah, let's keep this. It's not fresh air if there's some paint works happening outside. Now this one is a bit non-standard, but we can easily lose to this deck. So I'm guessing turn 2 we do Storm Chaser Drake because that's the safest drop. Then I can do Ivy next. Then I can do Ivy next time. Ooh, wow, I'm kind of going all in on this, but this is a scary number here. Yeah. We're not prepared for this particular one. We can lose to this one easily. Yeah, and we're also going to take damage as well. Yeah, have to play this. If our opponent has a relevant burn spell, it's over. We are also playing 21 lands, so there is a bit of an issue. Now we did take a... Depending on what happens, I might... Okay. There's an argument for actually playing Ivy because our opponent has cards like Monstrous Rage. But yeah, we are so vulnerable to simple aggro deck, especially if our opponent goes first. We don't... Inferno, Double Strike, it's still a disaster. Yeah, this is... So far, I'm not impressed with the... So I do have to set this to green. And we could still die to... now this time the Tran portal's not doing us any favors. Now I need to hold up blockers. Yeah, and all the trample means that phasing out is not a good deal. our opponent could still have a relevant burn spell. We can at least gain 4 life back, but it's probably not looking very good for us. Kindred. So let's... Yeah, well, at least we get ourselves a free scry one as well. We don't get the draw card because it's not a spell we cast. Safekeeping. I might have to keep that. So we're technically at 10. I just have to do the math and see if we can survive it. Our opponent might go all in and start dumping a lot of spells here. Gnawing Crescendo. Actually, that's not the worst. So we'll target this one. We take one. Copy that spell. And so our opponent gets 2 1/1 rats. And so what we can do now is we can cast Storm Chase. Okay, we finally hit our Rotpriest. We have to leave all these up, unfortunately. So shore up is actually kind of good here. Probably don't want to attack because we're probably not going to win off that. So we need to hold up the Cameo Safekeeping just to gain the 6 life. Also note that this is instant speed, so we can... Carried Spirit Guard. Opponent had the right idea, but their deck wasn't quite tuned. Sawblade Scamp. Does have haste. Because our opponent can choose to pump something else. So let's see. They probably will go for pumping their own Sawblade Scamp. None of them have Trample. Yeah, take action, copy. Definitely want to copy whenever possible, unless it's a burn spell. And we also need to protect our Storm Chaser Drake too, so... Opponent had the right idea. We actually almost died. We do get to draw extra cards. Yeah, let's leave it at that for now. So let's see, yeah, let's do an end of turn shore up as well, because why not? Yeah, because of the wording of Ivy, being able to double up those counters is so nice. Okay, so now there's another Rotpriest. Let's hope. And opponent concedes. They probably figured that we would have had multiple ways of getting them. Woo! That was close. We could have also done Burgeoning Life. We were actually at risk of getting burned out. If our opponent had Lightning Strikes, we could have died there. So, but that is the risk we're taking. This is not like a risk-free game. If this was risk-free, I'm pretty sure everyone would be playing this deck. Actually, I would say the mono red is probably more consistent. We're just taking advantage of a lot of perks of the event. Excuse me. Yeah. Now I figured out it was the varnish. Actually, they should be done painting tonight. It's just that the fumes are still coming in. So let's see. Just a Storm Chaser Drake. So we have the mana, but it's very unimpressive. We're gonna always take the free mulligan if it's not great. I think Ivy might be a better one. I think I'll take another mulligan. Okay, this time we got nothing. Let's do one more, and yeah, we'll keep this one. So we have to keep up this 2 mana. We probably want to keep the royal treatment. And yeah, let's just do it like. No, there is an argument for binning the royal treatment instead because we can get away. If we can get away with not paying green, we should be fine. Then watch me draw Venerable Rotpriest turn 1. Opponent's playing white. Okay, we got Ivy instead, so that's fine. We will still play Storm. Actually, there's an argument for playing Ivy instead. We'll probably play Ivy first. If our opponent has removal. Oh, it's the Cauldron deck. Interesting. But our opponent doesn't have any actual targets yet. Yeah, let's play Ivy first. I guess this is scrying to royal treatment, which is fine. If our opponent happens to have removal, so be it. It's very unlikely. Though opponent playing Monastery Mentor does scare me a bit. So yeah, we're keeping that up top. If our opponent happens to have wrath effects, then I would be very annoyed. It would be so unusual. Opponent plays Wandering Emperor. Okay. So opponent might just be going for Ivy. They might also just try to make a token. Yeah, going for Ivy. So we royal treatment, but we target the Drake because we get a copy. Not bad. And we can even block the Mentor if we want to. We probably don't. Never mind, opponent concedes. Yeah, we already now have, we could probably just kill them without Rotpriest at that point. But but there we go. That's actually a very nice one. I'm actually very happy with that. Let's play one more. We did take one loss, though. That was kind of a given. Let's do one more. Let's do one more game. If we lose, we lose. But heck, it's fine. We got what we wanted, and I'm actually quite interested with this event. It's actually very nice. It's one for the road, and then we'll call it a night. Yeah, I'll admit this is not yeah. If you're wondering what were the changes, we cut out the combat researches. Okay, so this one is again take advantage of that free mulligan. So we're definitely keeping this one. And opponent kind of going aggro. Now I actually have multiple choices. I could just play Sleep Curse Fairy. I could just play the Sleep Curse Fairy now, and yeah, because I will have Slip out the back as backup. Yeah, let's just play Sleep Curse Fairy. Take the one. Give us something to scribe. Burgeoning Life. Haven't really. I would love to double the Rotpriest because this might be a very aggro one, but I think I would rather have something else this time because it's not like mid game. It's a bit too early. Opponent goes Homestead Courage. They're gonna just pump the mouse. They're saving 1 mana. Okay. Oh, we got ourselves another Rotpriest. Nice. And Swirling Mist I do want to keep because it's a way to protect our board. That said, if it's timed incorrectly, we could die. It does mean next turn we have to choose between Gleeful Spell Thief holding up 1 spell. Now our opponent could do something like say, oh, give a trample. Ah, that's true. That's fine. It was kind of expected to happen. Our lack of removal is going to be a problem. So probably play the Oh, that tapped wrong. Oh, that tapped wrong. It prioritizes not dealing damage. Ah, that was bad. We'll probably just have to give up Ivy. Which is actually still bad because actually we're noticing that a lot of the decks are just all in, like what happened there? But anyway, they're kind of all in, like one big creature just. So one choice if you want to have some interaction would be Fading Hope. It will do wonders for the most part. Monastery Swift Spear. We have to do it like this. There's a chance that some creatures will die. Can't do anything about that. And it looks like... Ooh. Yeah, let's copy that spell. Okay, don't need a second Ivy. Now I wish I blocked with Ivy. Now they probably have a way to pump it if they're doing it there instead of elsewhere. Yeah, we're still Oh no, opponent. Whoa, that was an unmerited concession. Now we were probably going to lose that game, all things considered. We had no answer to the mouse. I guess we could use Swirling Mist to phase it out if it got that bad. We could use it as an out option. But yeah, that at least also an important lesson. The game will prioritize your life total over being able to cast stuff, so pay attention to the auto tapper. Actually, I noticed it the first time around. I didn't notice it the second time around. Those mistakes happen. But there you go. That's pretty much a wrap for this episode, and it's quite a good doozy as well. Will I probably play this deck in Standard? Not really. Without the emblem, the deck is a lot weaker. You are forced to add cards that draw cards, and it really dilutes the deck quite a lot. Anyway, that's going to be it for this episode. If you'd like what you saw, please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Turn on notifications and whatnot. And as always, thank you guys so much for watching. Hope to see you guys again next time. Take care. God bless. Stay safe wherever you are. Have a great week, everyone. Do take care.